Monday wrap. Who's on fire? And who's cold as ice fire snowflake? It's time for our Monday roundup of the players and teams lighting up the rugby world. And those making headlines for all the wrong reasons after a dramatic weekend of action. The fire, they're on fire. Antoine Dupont Rugby may be grappling with an identity crisis, as highlighted by Munster captain Tygburn's blunt assessment that the style of the game has gone backwards. But Sunday night was a vivid reminder of how exhilarating the sport can be when true magicians are at work. Making just his fifth appearance since returning from an ACL rupture last March, Toulouse scrum half Antoine Dupont was simply irresistible in his side's 60-14 demolition of La Rochelle. Anyone who claims modern defenses make space impossible should rewatch Dupont's outrageous second try just before halftime, a moment of pure brilliance. Add in his slick handling that helped create Ange Capuazzo's try, and it was a breathtaking display from rugby's premier conductor. Leinster exact revenge after being shocked by Munster at Croke Park earlier in the season. Leinster responded with a gritty Thomond Park victory on Saturday night. It wasn't a classic, but it was hugely effective. Josh van der Flyer's converted try, combined with 2 Harry Byrne penalties, proved enough. Leinster relentlessly attacked the breakdown, suffocating Munster's rhythm, and that defensive intensity ultimately laid the foundation for their revenge win. The remarkable Northampton Saints in what was billed as a clash between the two best English sides of recent seasons. Few gave Northampton Saints a chance after they named a significantly weakened side to face defending Premiership champions Bath at the Rec. Missing most of their England internationals, along with key figures like Tom Pearson and J.J. van der Mescht, Saints' so-called second string delivered one of the performances of the season. While Tommy Freeman and Henry Pollock underlined their quality by scoring 5 of the 6 tries, this was an outstanding collective effort that underlined Northampton's remarkable depth. Away day blues in the URC home advantage was largely irrelevant in the URC this weekend. Of the 6 matches played, 5 were won by visiting teams, with Cardiff the only side to prevail on home soil. And even then, only just in a tense victory over the struggling Dragons. Tom Willis continues to produce career-best form for Saracens, starring in their impressive win over Gloucester at Kingsholm. Dominant in every facet, the number 8 looks a complete player right now. It only adds to the frustration that Willis will be unavailable for international selection in the coming years following his agreed move to France next summer. The Transfer Christmas presents the festive season delivered major transfer news across the leagues. In the Premiership, Hoskins Sotutu was confirmed as a Newcastle signing, while Wales scrum half Tomos Williams will swap Gloucester for Saracens. However, the biggest shock came in the URC, with Kolisi set to move from the Sharks to the Stormers, a blockbuster deal that will reshape South African rugby next season. Snowflake, cold as ice. Shambolic Harlequins. Is going wrong at Harlequins? One of England's most historic clubs is in freefall, and their 43-17 hammering by Sale Sharks and Salford was alarming. Against a side also struggling for form, Quins completely collapsed after the break. The performance was summed up by Marcus Smith's painfully poor error, which gifted Raffi Cork a try. It was abject. Gloucester struggling to escape the mire. Gloucester were not quite as disastrous as Harlequins, but their problems run deep. Just 1 league win from 8 matches paints a grim picture. Pressure is mounting on head coach George Skivington, who has been unable to build on last season's promising 5th-place finish. This campaign's opening half has been nothing short of catastrophic. Trouble at the Bulls. The Bulls parted ways with Jake White after failing to convert regular season promise into silverware, but results have not improved under Johan Ackermann. Now facing the prospect of missing the 2026 playoffs entirely, the Pretoria side have axed coaches Andries Becker and Chris Rosso, while a quartet of Springbok Brains Trust members, Felix Jones, Jerry Flannery, Dwayne Vermeulen, and Andy Edwards, have stepped in on a short-term basis. Whether this sparks a turnaround remains to be seen. Stuart Lancaster under pressure. Another coach feeling the heat is Stuart Lancaster. After taking over at Connacht following his Racing 92 exit, results have been underwhelming. Connacht have now lost 5 of their 7 URC matches, with the latest defeat a 29-24 home loss to Ulster. The 8 bonus points offer encouragement, but performances must start translating into wins. That lackluster Edinburgh's inconsistency is becoming a major concern. The talent is unquestionable, as proven by their Champions Cup win over Toulon earlier this month. But league form has fallen away to Saturday's 3-21 defeat to Glasgow at Murrayfield was their fifth loss in 7 URC games, and the second half was described as a non-event. Right now, Edinburgh look a side struggling to keep pace.